Say you were a guest teacher for the day,
Hmm.
U.S. history class. What lesson would you want to take over for that day?
I would talk about the 1960s in the United States for a day. I would talk about the transformation of our country in one decade. I would talk about how Martin Luther King Jr. creating a movement led to the passage of the Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act.
Yeah.
I would talk about how women rose up to demand their rights so that they could have equal admission to law school and medical school and engineering schools
Yeah.
all across our country. I would talk about how the LGBTQ community rose up in order to say we need the same protections under the United States Constitution as everyone else. I would talk about how environmentalists rose up because of the pollution in our country to create the first Earth Day, to say we need a movement, we need an agency called the Environmental Protection Agency to be created in order to protect everyone in our country. So I would want to talk about the 1960s and how in each instance there was a movement of anti-Vietnam War activists, a movement of people who have been inspired by Rachel Carson
Yes.
in her book, Silent
Yeah,
Spring, to rise
yes,
up to
yes.
protect against the pollution. And at the end of the day, agencies were created, laws were put on the books, but they were still inadequate to the totality of the change that needed to take
Right,
place in our
right.
country.
I hope we can get there back to that energy again. I know you're leading the way for that.